Can you kind of just walk us through what we know about what happened in the Lee County portion of this long trip that these two went on?
First of all, today's preliminary hearing was a probable cause hearing, so we had to establish, that we had probable cause to charge Ms. Hill with 2 counts of capital murder, murder during a robbery and murder during a burglary. The allegations that were the witness testified to in court today concerned Ms. Hill and Mr. Hightower being on the property, and at some point during that property there was gunfire, and Ms. Nash, the allegation is that Ms. Nash was hit and she was murdered, and the cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds.
Now, there's no known relationship between Hightower and Hill at this moment?
Let me just say to that question, I'm not going to comment at this time regarding any relationship that Mr. Hightower or Ms. Hill had at the time of this incident.
Gotcha. And then she said in her statement in open court that she's saying that her shots went above Ms. Hill, so she's saying that she didn't actually intentionally shoot her.
The testimony in court today from the detective was that Ms. Hill stated that she didn't want to hit Ms. Nash when she fired the gun.
So it sounded like she's pointing fingers at Hightower as the main shooter.
And I'm not going to get into what, anything that was any mental operation of Ms. Hill other than what was testified to in open court today.
And the original car that they came in, that was the car that was on fire, correct?
Correct. There was a pickup truck that you heard it in testimony today that got stuck and was subsequently lit on fire because they could not get it unstuck.
And then, could you talk about how many other crimes that they're faced with outside of Lee County? Because I know that there was kind of like a spree from what I remember. Obviously, Katie covered it, so I don't remember it all off the top of my head.
As far as I know, Ms. Hill is only facing charges here in Lee County. I'm not sure what Tallapoosa County and Dable are going to do to charge Ms. Hill, nor do I know what City of Birmingham, possibly Irondale or Jefferson County is going to do with regard to charges to Ms. Hill.
Is there any chance of Hightower being brought to Lee County anytime soon?
Yes, we have warrants for Mr. Hightower, and we have not served him with those warrants yet. He's being held in Jefferson County charged with capital murder, so he does not have a bond. There are just some issues dealing with COVID-19 and transporting. Jefferson County's been a known hotspot. We're being very careful not to introduce somebody from that area into the Lee County Jail, but warrants are pending on him. They're in the system. And at the appropriate time, we will serve those warrants on Mr. Hightower and bring him here to answer charges.
And as we've seen, capital murder a lot of times means death penalty. Is that something that's in play here?
Ms. Hill is definitely eligible for the death penalty. That's something we're currently considering and talks with the family. And there's just, we don't have a timetable for which we have to announce that, so we want to make sure we have, everything we're ready to move forward. And at the appropriate time, we'll make an announcement on that front.
Is there anything that you'd want to say on the family's behalf? Obviously, I think that they were here today. We don't want to bombard them. Is there anything that they want the public to know?
I mean, look, they're suffering a very tragic loss. Ms. Nash was, from all accounts, a very gracious woman, wanted to help people. And obviously they're very devastated by this, and they're just taking it, one day at a time, one step at a time, and just letting the process work.